So what you're telling me is, whether I stay here or not, they're going to be sending people after me. And what sort of incentive is that for me to want to leave? If they want my head either way, running just feels like delaying the inevitable, and, well, maybe it would be better if I take the fight to them instead. Right, but these men keep running here to their death, and that death toll is being added up against me, even though I did nothing. That doesn't seem fair, does it? And your suggestion that I leave? Why should I leave when I have done nothing? These people keep coming here, breaking into my home, and then using my self-defense as justification for future attacks. Oh, and you know this for a fact, do you? And how does someone in your position come to know these things? Politicians, generals, they usually have eyesight. Who are you to have such knowledge? Maybe I have no reason to doubt you, but I also have no reason to believe you. No, I do believe you want what is best for your city. But that doesn't mean you haven't... But that doesn't mean you have any interest in what's best for me. And, well, I very much do. And I don't care what happens to your city. You know, funny enough, that is actually a very good point. Whether those fools rush to their death means nothing to me, but I would very much appreciate a place to live that isn't constantly being cluttered by statues. On that point alone, it might be best if I leave. Perhaps you should consider yourself lucky you can't see. Most walk into my cave and see how many statues there really are. They generally don't think too highly of me. Will you at least have the decency to have a conversation? None of these fools ever did that much. They would rush in, sword and shield raised, ready for battle, which never came. But it's not like they ever even gave a chance for peace. Why? Yes, well, maybe I want to hear it again to make sure your story hasn't changed. Why did you come all the way here to try and convince me to leave? Yes, That is what you said last time. And it does make some sense. Fine. I will agree to leave this cave, but on one condition. You have not heard the condition yet. You may regret those words. It is simple. I will leave this cave and go further up into the mountains, where humans are far less likely to stumble across my cave. But in exchange, you will be going with me. I'm not forcing anything. I'm offering a deal. If you would prefer not to go, that is entirely your own choice. And if that is the choice that you make, you choose to stay, then I also choose to stay. But if you choose to leave, then I will leave. And if your intentions are really as pure as you claim, well, I'm a little bit surprised. I did not expect you to agree. You are a curious one. The first human I've actually been able to have a conversation with. I will have a few things to get together. Things that are dear to me I could not bear to leave behind. What, because I'm a monster, I shouldn't have any sentimental objects? That? You do realize I have a family, friends, and people who are not human but who mean very much to me. It is very arrogant to suggest that we are so cold-hearted as to even hate one another. Many of us do not even hate humans. No, I hate what they have done. I don't hate humans entirely. You cannot see you might be immune to my primary form of self-defense. But do not make the mistake of thinking that this means no other ways to defend myself. Do you? Without your sense of sight? Well, that is intriguing. Perhaps I will learn much more about you in our time together. Well, it's like I said. I have a few things I need to prepare before I'm able to feel comfortable moving. You know, it's one of the most stressful events that anyone will experience in their lifetime. No, it holds true for us as well. Your culture, you don't learn much about the sentience of others. Well, humans like to believe they are superior to, quote, monsters. It makes them feel better, more secure in their own beliefs. I don't care for any of that. Quite honestly, it's why you intrigue me so much. I think there is much we could learn from one another. I mean, many, many things. You could help me to understand what I can do to keep humans from rushing in to meet their death at my doorstep. Feel bad? Why would I feel bad? I did nothing. They came to break into my home, and it did not work out so well for them. I do not feel bad for them. Do you, human, do you feel bad when someone wrongs you and meets the consequences of their own actions? They bring it upon themselves. I do not feel guilt. I do not regret what happens to them. I only regret that they don't seem to stop. And that's not so much regret as frustration. Well, you definitely are an interesting one. I never thought I would meet a human who would agree with me. Do you, by any chance, have any ulterior motives for being willing to go with me? Oh, I don't know, but it does feel a little suspicious. You so readily agree to go, so that I will leave. You don't know me. You know stories from the city of people who've come here. So why would you be so willing if you did not have something else planned? Or at least something else you're hoping for? No, I heard you. I just don't think I heard you correctly. You know, I have heard stories of humans who are interested in those who are not part of their species. But I never thought... You don't even know what I look like. Did you come all this way to convince me to elope with you? Is that what this is all about? You can stop tripping over your words. As adorable as that is, I accept. Do you have any idea how cute you are? I would be a fool to say no. But just to be very clear, I am not saying I trust you. I am saying I am interested in seeing where this goes. Well, I've been preparing this whole time. So, if you are ready, I suppose it's time we set out. Oh, and by the way, oh, you're not going to see them coming. That makes it all the more fun. Hey Comets! Star here, and thank you for listening to this video, audio, vadio thing. That is so fun. So I was not sure if I was going to make a part 2 to this, but as I sat here looking at my list of potential things to record, I just really like talking like this. It's fun. And little behind the scenes trick, elongating the syllables like that increases the length of the video time, even though I'm not adding extra words. So it's a little bit of a cheat, and I like that. It feels like I'm cheating the system a little bit, and the rebel in my soul is a big fan. So in part 1, we had a blind human show up to the Gorgon's cave and basically say, hey, you should probably not be here. But she was never really convinced. She is now convinced, and maybe a little interested in our daredevil, which I don't know. If I do continue this series, I might. I kind of want the listener to be, like, daredevil superpower kind of amazing. Like, this human who is blind and immune to the Gorgon's petrification, but could still totally, like, kick some ass, isn't there to kick ass. Like, maybe I could be the person to finally defeat you and get the bounty, but that's not why I'm here. And I can see that becoming something to bond over, is currently what my brain is thinking, so I don't know. We'll see if I decide to take it that way or not. I think this outro is getting a little long, so I'm gonna call it here and say thank you all so much for watching and listening, and especially if you made it to this part in the end. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Mwah.